Hey guys, what's going on? Joey here. What are you looking at? Anyways, I'm here to do a special here for the Divine Masculine, just basically male as well. I think we neglect a lot of the 3D on these tarot videos we watch on YouTube, so I know some Divine Masculines, you were like, well, am I the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine? Oh, I'll make this easy on you. If you're a boy watching this, this should resonate with you. If you have divine masculine energy and you're female, this should resonate with you. If you're a lesbian, LGBT, that type thing, or transgender, whatever you connect to, if you want to be a man, then this reading will connect with you. I don't have sex or gender attached to things usually in my tarot reads, but this one specifically, I want to connect to masculine energies. Masculine on the 3D too, because it's really hard to connect to divine masculine energy if you're not leading some sort of spiritual life, right? That's definitely a telltale sign. If you don't know, well, what am I? Am I the chaser? Am I the runner? What is it? It's not that. It's not. This isn't about twin flame or nothing. This isn't that. This is about trying to live the best possible life on a spiritual path as a divine masculine. Well, because we get torn up on videos all over YouTube because the divine feminine's upset because you ran away, men. Is that your fault, though? It's not, actually. Good news. So if you catch yourself running away from relationships, you catch yourself changing relationships or keeping one on hold that seems good, you're not crazy. You're not a bad person. This is a safe space for you. And we're going to deep dive with these tarot cards. We're going to figure out what's going on in your mind there. And I hope you guys connect through me in these videos, kind of like a father figure. Some of you might have no father in your chart. I've done reads for maybe since I started this YouTube thing, I've at least 20-30 men already. And you'd be surprised how many of them don't have their father figure there, but they're opening up some sort of spiritual thing there that wasn't put there by either their mother, because if it's in their chart, similar to me as well, by the way. It takes a very special person to reach out to me for a reading too, because some people reach out for a read and then they won't message back. And that's the universe saying that person doesn't need a read at this time, or they're not meant for this path right now. But when I have men reach to me and they have these auspicious placements in their chart, one for example, well, all their planets were on one side of the chart and it just stuck out. Their moon was sitting over there in their 7th house. It was just sitting out there alone, way out there. There was nothing close to it. I could have went on my software and I could have started putting asteroids and see if something would come up there. I put Chiron, wasn't even close to it. And their emotional relationship with their mother was nilch. And that's hard for somebody trying to connect to spirituality when you haven't had that nurturing emotion coming from your mother, right? You haven't had that coming. Maybe you were just focused on the things that your father taught you, like 9th house, 10th house stuff. Like you're just focused on what your father taught you. You're focused on the business that they put in front of you. And then I've had like weird placements with the Neptune. I just had one that was a Capricorn, and he had to watch his father walk out on him. He didn't tell me, I told him, you had to watch your father walk out on you. And I'm pretty sure that was a pretty painful experience for him. So Divine Masculine, my job here today is so that you don't feel, when you're clicking through these tarot videos to figure out which girl's going to match your energy or something, or you know, we've all been there, guys. And then when you're connecting to the spiritual stuff, you don't really have somebody on your team. You're just listening to the girl's side of the story. They even titled the video him, like when they're doing the pick a card. Does he care about you? Does he love you? Will he come back? They're targeting female. And meanwhile, the men, what are we? We're like chopped liver. And a little bit about me, you know, like the spiritual ride. Whoa. My mom's been opening me up to this since I was 16. So, you know, I've had the privilege of having my mother in my life and my father in my life. Although they were divorced, you know, I felt like I got a good balance, you know, and I try to really translate that into my life, you know, at 38, you know, and I was like, yeah, I could do something with the spiritual stuff I got. So with the help of my father, he taught me business sense. From when I was, I think I was 12, he would take me delivering milk. He had a milk route in one of the roughest neighborhoods in LA, Pacoima and South Central. He would deliver milk, some of the worst neighborhoods, and I would go with him on the summers. And he taught me what hard work was. And my mom, she would feed me these spiritual things. She would show me astrology. She'd let me play with her tarot cards. And that was on the weekend, you feel me? And so try to find the balance. And if you're coming to these videos to trying to find that balance because you don't have the spiritual person there for you, I want you to know that this channel, Divine Masculine, this is going to be your safe space. This is going to be your safe space from now on, this channel. I'm not going to let you guys down. I'm not going to just target divine feminine energies, and I'm not going to pick you out unless I have to because the cards come out that way. But I'm not going to like try and make it seem like I'm only targeting the female aspects of spirituality. That's not how it works. You need both. So let's go ahead and get these cards out. By the way, this is a Prisma deck. I connect to this deck really well. It's I feel like it's very fixed energy, very Leo-ish. But anyways, we're going to use the colored cards for you, Divine Masculine, and then we'll check the uncolored cards. And that'll be kind of like what's going on with the feminine. And I like the colored cards for the masculine, kind of like the bird kingdom there. You know, the colorful birds are usually the male. And then the real dull colored ones are usually the females. So all right, so just to be clear, masculine, if you're in some sort of twin flame stuff or you're into this soulmate stuff, this isn't that kind of reading. This is just for men, right? This is just to see what's going on in our lives, why we keep running away from stuff, like I said earlier. So try to get that twin flame stuff out of your head. It ain't that healthy for you. Unless you really think you're in one, then okay, I'm not going to take it away from you. All right. Boys, let's start shuffling. So as always, you guys like a personal read or a birth chart, reach out to me on email. Please don't tell me your story. Let me tell you your story when I do your birth chart. I do it on video chat, Skype. So make sure you download Skype. It's a free app. And the reason I do it on Skype now is because I could share my screen. I might trade to Zoom, but I've had that Skype account since when? It's just easier there. All right. Some of you really just need to learn to breathe, I think, or like take deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Oh yeah, we're lightheaded. Let's do it right here. Boys, you ready? Ready for the ride? Let's do it. ASMR there. Well, this is definitely the masculine's read, because right off the bat, this is going to be the strongest card. This is the King of Swords here. Boys, told you, we're on for a ride here. King of Swords. Now, it's really cold out there. It's so cold out there. But he's taking care of those chicks there. And those chicks grow up to be these great beasts in this land, in this deck. I look at those kind of like the intuition, those baby birds he's growing up there. And it's for a higher purpose. It's to take care of his kingdom, because eventually they give him the information that he needs for the war. This king, he represents Saturn. You'll find it in some tarot cards. They even put the Saturn symbol above his head. So, I already know where this talk is going. This is going to be about fear. When I see this king, I think about fear, because I think Saturn is working through you to put fear through you. Divine Masculine, you got fear in you, and I feel like there is a love interest of yours, and they may have rejected you. For some of you, you haven't been rejected. For some of you, it's you're too afraid to approach. And then there's another batch of you, because I see 3 chicks here. There's another one, because I kind of view it like he's orchestrating for 3 audiences here, 3 little chicks in that nest, and I'm orchestrating for 3 of you. Specific 3 of you. So one of you have a special story, but one of you's been rejected. One of you, you have the fear of rejection, and then the other one, you feel like you're cursed. You feel like you're cursed because the one person that wants to be with you, you don't want to be with. It's interesting because this card does talk about fear, and you guys have fear in different aspects, different arena, right? Because it's not going to resonate for everybody watching the video a certain way, right? So try to find what that fear is in you. What's scaring you right now? Because how Saturn's going to work through you, he's going to push you with fear. Yeah, that's what Saturn does in your chart, especially if you're nighttime, baby. It's going to scare it out of you. But the reason that happens is because you come to this life and you're meant to be this king. But you can't be a king if you just come to this life and you just sit your feet up and you're in the air conditioner or you're in the Bahamas. We all got to go through struggles, right? So, you know, and that's how Saturn is. And you got to figure out what you're good at with this card as well. There's a message of that. Figure out what you're good at. So, you know, we all can't be Elon Musk and decide we want to go live on the planet Mars. We all can't be a professional baseball player. We all can't do this. So you do have to find what you're good at here, Divine Masculine, with this card. It's about fine-tuning what makes this king attractive and building the ultimate kingdom around you. And building that ultimate kingdom brings you your desires, because Saturn does deliver desires here, and that's the 6 of Swords here. And, you know, I've said this in other videos. If any of you follow my other tarot videos and you see me get the 6 of Swords, This is the most painful card in this tarot deck. Not in regular tarot. In tarot, they call this the Uber boat, or they call it the taking a break, walking away from something. But in this deck, this is the most painful card. Because right now, whatever you're dealing with, it feels like you're walking across this bridge barefoot in the snow. And on that bridge, it's made of swords. And that's a really painful bridge to cross. This deck specifically, this is the most painful card for you, Divine Masculine. And, you know, I'm sorry you're going through these things. I'm sorry that you've been rejected, or the person that you like's not connecting to you. Maybe you kicked them out to the curb, and then they bossed up, and then now they don't want you. And it took that lesson, though, to put the fear in you to wake up. And now this is a painful bridge you're crossing here, but this is a painful bridge that you cross into spirituality, into the most beautiful love story. You don't believe it yet. I'm giving you the spoilers. Giving you the spoilers to this tarot read. I mean, especially if it's the younger male audience. I mean, you guys have a lot to go. You guys have a long way to go. You know, and if you're dealing with marriage as well, if you're married early and you're experiencing problems in the relationship, you know, I see that too. It's about fine-tuning what you're providing here for the family without fear. And then if you feel like you can't provide and you just can't, no matter what you do, well, you know, sleep outside that CEO's office. Sleep outside his office till he gives you the job. You know, you want to make a record album? Get the money so you can be in the studio there for the next week and you can record your most ultimate EP. You know, you want to be on that sports team? Well, train every day. You want to have the ultimate body here? You know, and you gotta do the work. And this fear is pushing you to do that work. It's pushing you to do the work, and it's painful, and you feel like you don't want to do it sometimes here. We've been there. I've been there. At the end, though, you find out there is the ultimate happiness for you here. And let's see. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. Divine Masculine looking good on your own. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, you know what I think of when I think of Nine of Pentacles? Because she's out there in that garden alone, and she can call any bird she wants to her hand. Now, it is a female, but let's pretend it's just you there. In that field, looking good. Calling that little bird to your shoulder. And, you know, there is a house there in the background. That is definitely, you know, taking care of what you want to do on this earthly plane. And looking attractive because you're just in your own space here. Like I said, some of you are going to fine-tune yourself. And when you fine-tune yourself, what do you do to fine-tune yourself here? Well, it's like cooking yourself a meal, cleaning up. You know, like I do feminine things in my house, and I can't count how many times someone says, "Hey, are you gay? Because, you know, you got flowers, you cook good, you smell good." It's like, no, I'm just me, you know, like I have a lot of time on my own. Why is that important? Well, it attracts, right? I was watching, I was scrolling through my Facebook, and I saw this thing where they were giving a tutorial about what detracts women, and that is such a load of BS. There's no magic formula to keep a woman with psychological games. The woman that likes you, that wants to be with you, she's going to be with you. She's going to make it easy. That's the answer, okay? Now, she makes it easy because you make it easy on yourself. You're able to take care of yourself. You're able to tie your shoes. You're able to go to school. You're able to do your business here. You're able to pay your bills. You're able to look good and smell good here. Yeah, of course you're going to attract something. It doesn't take a science expert. But it's hard because you had to cross that bridge there and that King of Swords at the beginning. You know, some of you thought you're the King of Swords. You're not there yet. Not there yet. Eight of Chalices here. You know, Eight of Chalices in this deck's a little different from what you guys are used to. But masculine, this is you stepping through some sort of portal here and stepping into your emotions. Walking away from poison stuff. Walking away from the poisonous thoughts. It's walking away from that poisonous you that, you know, was there in the past where, you know, you were self-sabotaging stuff. And then you're trying to go back to it here. This is definitely you figuring out what it is emotionally, and it creates like this portal of fire, and you just walk through that without fear, and you're able to create a lasting, loving relationship here. Like I told you, I gave you the spoilers earlier, and there it is. And so let's see here what the feminine thinks about the masculine here. Let's see any messages from the feminine want to come out to you and help the masculine, because it's important the feminine comes and helps the masculine, and they can't do that, especially if you're not in communication or if somebody's rejected you. I mean, this will be the message to you to help support you on your journey here with that Six of Swords. If someone's left you out and or made you feel less of a man because you have to chase them, you know, women do that, man. Let's see here. Let's see what the feminine wants to say here to you, masculines. King of Wands, right on top of that King of Swords. Wow. The Devil on that Six of Swords, and Justice with the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, there's definitely, and Ten of Chalices with the, Divine Feminine. I appreciate you. Thank you. Coming out in the read for the masculine here. Really cool. The feminine supporting you here on your journey. If you've been rejected, or if they left you, or you're trying to connect with the feminine here and they're not connecting with you, whatever your situation here, here's their message to you. This King of Swords, right? You appear cold. It's time for you to combust here with the King of Wands. Rise up to, you know, because, this is Saturn. Here we go. And then here we have, for some reason, I wanted to say Neptune with King of Wands because I was thinking Leo and I was thinking Neptune. But it's the theater. It's putting on a show here, and it's putting on the best show of your life. You know, you only have one life to live, you know. What's on the other side, we don't know. You know, I don't know anyone that knows what's going on after you pass away. I don't know anyone. Maybe on the YouTube skeptics, but you'll watch a bunch of those videos and everyone has a different story, right? So nobody knows. You have one life here, and, you know, try to make it the best movie for yourself here with this King of Wands. And it's not, with King of Wands, it's definitely not about forcing the feminine to sit next to you. It's about the feminine that wants to sit next to you, that wants to be that Queen of Wands. And with the Six of Swords, you get the Devil card. Yeah, because, you know, some of you were playing games. Some of you were being toxic. Some of you were being that snake in the grass under there. Some of you, that Devil card is just because you have low self-confidence. Well, how do you boost that up? Well, you got to cross that bridge, and you got to find your own justice here. The feminine says you have justice once you start looking good here on your own with this Nine of Pentacles. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody to do your laundry, clean your house, or cook your meals, pay your bills. Just like I said, you find the justice within inside yourself and that inner beauty of the masculine. And then here at the end of the read, like I said, this is a portal of fire walking away from the old toxic things, the old toxic you, whatever that was, because you realize these lessons and you're going to elevate here. And it's also with the career. I'm getting that as well. And you find 10 of chalices. You find somebody willing to hang these glasses on that tree around the summer with you. And you guys enjoy the sunset. So this isn't about a twin flame coming back in your life. No. Or maybe, you know, maybe your twin flame is just somebody that had to like reject you so that you can kind of open up your eyes to see what's going on, right? Maybe you had to lose that relationship. Maybe you needed that divorce. Maybe you needed this stuff so that you can kind of elevate to a place of self-love with that 9 of coins. Because why? Because I said it at the beginning of the read, Saturn is going to inspire fear into you so that you can get to where you want to go in this life. Because Saturn does deliver your desires. I'm sorry. You think it's a bad planet? No, it just works in his way. And where he closes the door, oh, he will open a door for you. What's being hidden here for them, the divine masculine, is the Wheel of Fortune. It's not struggling. It's not pushing. It's not trying to force people. For some of you, trying to force situations in love, especially with the Venus retrograde we got going on. I wanted to make this reading timeless and not throw in current astrology, but I guess if you're watching this, just realize that this is filmed around January 2022 in Venus retrograde. So don't take the astrology, okay? But Venus is retrograde, so forcing love situations right now is a bad idea till like around January 19th till around the end of February. I would not try to force a love relationship at all. Especially like text bombing women now and trying to get them to pay attention to you. Why is she's at work? She's bullshitting. She's not at work. She's just playing around. Let her play around, dude. Let her play around. Divine Feminine here is 8 of Pentacles. Maybe she is at work. She's working on herself. Let that be an example to you, masculine. Other than that, very cool read. I think the masculine here, what you need to take away from this is that you got to do things alone for a while, cross that bridge and get into your higher self here, do some spiritual work, you know. However that spiritual work comes to you, it doesn't matter, you know. If it's like you want to throw your own tarot cards or do it for friends, help your friends, that's good. You want to do community service, donation. I did donation today, actually, and I felt really good after, you know. And I never post it on social media when I do donation because it's like I'm not gonna get popular off giving something to homeless people, right? So like, try to do something from a good space so that like when you walk away, you feel like crying and tearing because you feel good, you know. And keep that moment for you. It's like a special gift. That's spirituality. People that call me satanic because I play with tarot cards are like, okay, that beep went off. I'm cooking, actually. People that say, you know, Joey, you're satanic playing with tarot cards. I'm like, okay, like, I don't even know the first thing about Satan other than Satan in the tarot deck is the devil card. That's all I know about Satan, right? Oh, and then in the selected Bible verses that he does show up in, you know. But I challenge people that say, you know, I'm the devil or whatever. Like, I don't believe in, like, devil stuff. I believe in good and bad. I don't believe in the whole idea that because I'm playing with tarot cards, that makes me an evil person. I think I'm helping people. So if I can help people through some cardboard and flip these cards and do a little magic trick and you guys get into it and you guys get into your spirituality and I trigger at least one of you to go out there and donate to the homeless and do your thing so that you can find your spirituality, how the hell am I working with the devil? The devil doesn't even want to pay attention to me. I'm not that special. It's about triggering the spiritual ride in you guys. You know, that's why I do this. And so anyways, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna keep it quick. short for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I guess I'll catch you guys again for the weekly reads. I'll keep trying to keep the divine masculine in mind for the reads. I've been doing that every week now, so that's a good thing. And I appreciate when the men put their comments up and stop hiding, because it's usually just women commenting here. And I really appreciate when the men do comment on the videos, because it makes me feel like I'm doing something good, and I feel more connected to connecting to divine masculine energy than I do with the feminine. Although I have the feminine running through me. Hell, my favorite card is Queen of Wands, right? Anyway, so I will catch you guys again next week. Thanks guys so much. Bye.